Hello? Right. Is this thing on? Ah, it is on. Okay. Right, it is on. Hey! Hello! Hey! Hello! Hi there! Hi there, it is I, Aliveus Duke, here to entertain you this very fine evening. Sit back, relax, enjoy the stream however you like, because now we are live. Yes, hello, everyone. Now, you may be wondering, what am I doing being live on a Monday night of all nights? When I usually am streaming only on weekends? Well, it's due to the fact that one, number one, number one is that it is the holiday season, and number two, I'm still on vacation. I am still on vacation, so on vacation. So yeah, I'll take this advantage. So yeah, I will, in fact, nerd out about it. So originally, is that this was supposed to be streamed yesterday, but I got super tired. Basically, I got way too tired. Basically, I got too tired that I couldn't muster the energy to actually stream last night. So I instead opted to stream tonight, on this very same night. So, you may be wondering what exactly I did. What exactly I did on this holiday season. By the way, happy holidays for those of you that celebrated. Happy holidays. But yeah. So what exactly did I do in this holiday season? Well, not I really, obviously, but me. But me and my family, decided to take a road trip. So yeah, we decided to take a road trip. And to be honest, we actually planned this. Way before. We actually planned this like way before like the holidays. Like you may think this is recently planned, but this is actually planned like beforehand, like months ago. We actually had this planned months ago, right? We planned this months ago, so we wanted to visit this place. So what exactly is the place that we decided to take a trip on? Well, it's a small place. It's a really small and, in my opinion, completely underrated, by the way. An underrated tourist destination, a small town over it's called Pangandaran, right? If you know what that is. So it's called Pangandaran. Well, we didn't go exactly to Pangandaran. I will explain in a bit. But yes, it is basically near that small city or town. I don't know what's the difference between city and town, to be honest. So it's like taking place in this town. I'm gonna just go with town, right? It's a very small town it's a small coastal town that's close to a beach, and we decided to go there. Right, it was pretty far, by the way. It's around nearly 12 to 14 hour drive at most. I think in optimal conditions it should take around 7 to 8 hours, but in non-optimal condition, which honestly, if you're taking about roads in here, is gonna be the most default. It's gonna be the most default, default condition. The non-optimal, i.e. filled with traffic jam condition, that can bump up to 12 to 14 hours. So yeah, it's a bit of a drive to get to this place, but honestly speaking, it's worth it, right? In my opinion, it is a tourist destination. Like it's meant for tourism. Like it isn't like some hidden place where nobody knows about it and you gotta be in the know to know. But no, this is a pretty popular tourist destination that, honestly, it's a bit underrated. It's never promoted anywhere. So you also need to be in the know to know, but it is a pretty popular tourist destination for both like locals and for foreigners as well. It's a great place. So wait, if I can pull up a map. Wait, let me see. If I can pull up a map here. Map of Indonesia. Okay, let's see. Map of Indonesia. Let's see. Let me see. Right here. We're gonna go with this one. Are we gonna go with this one here? Wait, it's a GIF? Excuse me? Wait, what is a GIF? Really? Wait, hang on. Let me just... Can I use that? Oh, I can. Okay. So I can. So we take a look at here. Okay, so here we are. It is pretty small, so bear with me here. So the city is located somewhere around right here. It's very tough to zoom in, not gonna lie. I'm just gonna zoom it in again. Right there. So if we take a look here, it is somewhere over in here. So it is on the edge. So if you see that this right here, is my mouse present on my screen? Okay, so it's not present on my screen, but it is in here. It is in here. It is in between Semarang and Bandung, like smack dab in the middle, right there. You see this line here? Wait, let me zoom in again. So it's somewhere around here. This tiny bump in between Bandung and Semarang. It's right there. So it's a coastal town, so it's right here at this end, right here, where the center of your screen is. That's where the city of Pangandaran is. It's a city or small town. So it is in the province of West Java. So it is in the province of Western Java. So not exactly Bandung, but it is very close. But essentially, that's where we went. So that's where we went for this road trip. From where I live is around in optimal conditions is around 7 to 8 hour drive. In not so optimal conditions, which is pretty much the default for Indonesian roads, especially during the holiday season, it takes around 12 to 14 hours, and that is essentially what happened. So it is a tourist destination. It's a bit underrated, but it's not like a completely hidden gem. It's just underrated. Like, honestly, that place could use a lot more promotion than it's currently getting, because honestly, it's a great destination. You don't have to go all the way to Bali for that. Yeah, that's the perk right there. Like, Bali, we know Bali is expensive. Everyone knows that. So everyone knows Bali is expensive. If you want to go to a beach that's a lot cheaper, definitely recommend Pangandaran. So, where exactly does this story start? Well, it started as I've said. It started months ago. So it started months ago. All the way in, was it September or November when we started planning that? I forgot. It's around September or November. Most likely November. So we started having plans to go somewhere during the holiday season, because during the holiday season. And this holiday season, because it is a very long holiday, right? Especially a very long holiday for everybody. Because it's a very long holiday for everybody, we decided, why not go road trip? The thing is though, right, this place was not the very first one. We actually planned to go to a different city to look around, but we stuck with Daran, right? And we stuck with, of course, the city we chose, Pangandaran. And we booked a hotel, like, again, around a month ago. In November, we already booked it, because obviously we gotta grab the hotel before everybody else, because, you know, holiday season equals peak season, if you know. And so we started from here. So this is the start. So this is the morning of it. This is already on the way. Like, we went at around 5:30 a.m. in the morning, right? So we went super early. We went before the sun even rose. That's how early we had to went. We went before the sun even rose that day. So this was already on the way. When the sun started rising, we were basically already on the road, right? And this place, it wasn't that bad. So the traffic jams wasn't as bad when we first started, right? And then the traffic, as you know, when it comes to Indonesian roads, especially in holiday season, the traffic is bad. It's not that bad. It wasn't bad as in we were in a standstill for like an hour or something. We were in a pretty good standstill for about 30 minutes, but we were in a pretty big standstill for like 30 minutes. So we were stuck in the road, and this is before. I took this picture way before we hit the first traffic jam, but yeah. Way before our first traffic jam. This is pretty much before we started having traffic jams. I took this picture. So this is the very first one I picked. So I believe this was around 7. Again, I completely forgot at what time I took this picture, but it was pretty early in the morning, and we went out. And yeah, after that we stopped at a rest stop here. If I could find the picture of it. There it is. So here. So we stopped obviously at a rest area. This is where we got our breakfast. So yes, we did not have breakfast first. We had to go to a rest stop to grab some breakfast. To grab some breakfast, we had to go to a rest stop to grab some breakfast. And this is essentially where we at. Took this picture, but yes, this is the rest stop we're at. It's pretty okay. This kind of architecture and view is how you would find, of course, most rest stops here in Indonesia. So oftentimes it's like a rest area, which is like usually the place where you get gas, where you eat some food, grab some snacks, grab some snacks maybe for the road, or get some meals. But this is essentially a typical Indonesian like urban rest stop. You see a lot of this. Like honestly, a lot of our well-known rest stops basically can qualify as a small town if you've ever seen it. And I think a lot of basically can qualify as a small town. So yeah, this was pretty much our very first. This is pretty much our very first stop. We had breakfast, then we continued down on the road. Now, on the road. So we went on the road, then we went on the road. Hang on, hang on. Gonna grab some drink, because man, yapping still costs energy, especially if you are fresh off a 3-day road trip. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alrighty, I am back. I'm back. I am back. Oh, careful there. Right, I'm back. I got myself a bottle of water. Ooh, that's fresh. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the best beverage you can ever have for a drink is always water. So make sure is always water. So make sure to drink plenty of water. Make sure to stay healthy. Drink plenty of water. Yeah, make sure, stay healthy. Drink plenty of water. Make sure you're not dehydrated. Always hydrate your cells. Always hydrate your cells. Always hydrate your cells. Anyway, what was I up to? Where was I up to in my little recalling? Where was I? Where was I up to in a little recalling and recounting my... Anyway, we are here. So we are here. We got our rest stop. We had breakfast, and then we went on our way. Again, we went away to the next city between where I live and our destination Pangandaran. We stopped by and we got some lunch. Lunch being over here. Lunch being over here. Look at that. Lunch being this is one of my favorite fish to eat. If I were to pick any fish dish, fried fish dish, this is it. So if you know, this is fried. So if you know, this is fried gurame. My favorite fish to eat ever. Cannot resist it. It's so good. Anyway, so we stopped by at this Sundanese restaurant to have some lunch. It's got some quality lunch, got some rice, some fish, and some fried tofu. When it comes to Indonesians, I'm gonna tell you, we fry a lot of stuff. Our gorengan game is very, very, very... Our gorengan game is out of this world, I'll tell you. We fry a lot of stuff and it ends up tasting good. Seriously though, if any foreigners and my foreign viewers ever visit Indonesia, try our snack foods. One of the best parts. And the thing is though, you could buy these for cheap, right? If you buy these, for example, these fried tofu here, you can get these for cheap. Like as little as, like you can get these like a single piece of this is like 1,000 IDR, which is like 10 cents. If I were to get you, that's less than 10 cents in USD. That's how. Honestly, that says more about our how our world economy is going. That this fried food right here costs less than 10 cents. But I'm not gonna go delve into that because that's not what this stream is all about. But yes, so again, if you ever decide to tour around Indonesia, if you're going for like a urban tour, you're not going to like a specific destination or something, you gotta try our snack foods. Our snack food game, even though most of it is fried, is really good. I mean, just as any like foreign visitors and stuff that isn't there for like the beaches and stuff, yeah, they will tell you that our snack food game is really, really good. Like especially if I recall correctly, during CF21, right, during the hol'up concert, a lot of the foreign visitors actually went into town, try our various snack foods after the komifuro, after the concert. So yeah, again, after the concert. So yeah. After the concert, and they tell you they always go for the snack foods. They love snack foods. They love the fried tofu. They love usually it's a local snack food that we call martabak. That's usually a favorite of most foreign visitors. Martabak is usually a favorite. So yeah, so definitely again, if you're going on in Indonesia a lot, I would again try our snack foods. They're super cheap, but they taste super good. But anyway, so this is what we had for lunch. So fried good, basically Sundani. This is a Sundanese restaurant, so we had Sundanese food here, fried gurame, some vegetables which we call, I'm not sure what they call it in English, but in Indonesia it's called kangkung. I don't know what's that called in English. And then of course we have fried tofu, and of course some rice. When it comes to Indonesia, if there's no rice, it feels incomplete. Get a full meal, you gotta get rice. That's just the Indonesian rule of thumb right there. Like you cannot have anything without rice. We love our rice. We love our rice, so that's why everything must be paired with rice. If there's no rice, it feels like something's missing. So yeah, this is for lunch, right? So this took, like, we get to this lunch place, this took around I'd say 8 hours. So this is 8 hours, not 8 hours, this is not exactly 8 hours. I say 7, like 7, we're gonna be optimistic. I forgot how long this took for us to get to this lunch place. But it took around, say, like 7 hours. Let's go with 7 hours here. So it took around 7 hours till we get here. And this is before we actually arrive at the place, because this is actually before we arrive at the place. So we had an additional like 3 to 4 hours left after this journey. So this already took us 7 hours from when we left home, which is around, again, 5 a.m. 5 to 5:30 a.m. to get here. We got here around 1 to 2 p.m. Again, I completely forgot exactly what time we got here, but it basically took 7 to 8 hours already from here. And then there's an additional 3 to 4 hours after that. So yes, this is a pretty long road trip that will take you an entire day for you to get here. So it is pretty long. So it is a pretty long trip. And long trip, right? And then pretty long trip, and I believe that's all the places. Okay, so now this is the fun part, right? So what ended up happening? I didn't get a picture of this. Unfortunately, I did not get a picture of this particular incident, but after we get lunch, right, we just straight zoom to the place that we are going to the place that we're going to, which is the city, or rather the city called Pangandaran, right? So we were on their way, and apparently there is multiple roads leading up from this place, this lunch place, to the city that we're going to, right? The city/town that we're going to. So there's a lot of these roads that they branch apart, and of course we use Google Maps because apparently there are no signs, because I don't know why. Because that's the thing, sometimes one of the reasons why some tourist destinations is a bit hidden or underrated or nobody has heard of it is because our nation does not advertise those places. Like when it comes to tourism, everyone really only knows like stuff like Bali or say Raja Ampat, or maybe, if I were being honest, say like an island called Lombok, right? But almost when it comes to like the main islands, like the more populated islands, like say Sumatra and Java, there's barely any tourism ever promoted by our nation. So oftentimes a lot of tourist spots that are in those big islands, like Sumatra and Java, oftentimes most people just never heard of it. Like it took basically a streamer, right? For example, okay. Okay, let's see. Right, are we okay now? Are we officially okay now? Can I see it? Are we officially okay? Okay, we are officially okay for now. Okay, sorry about that. My OBS disconnected again. No idea why. I'm guessing it's time to... I've been putting off updating my OBS. I think that's probably why. I think I should probably update it. You know what? After the stream, I am updating my OBS. I'm updating my OBS after this because, honestly speaking, it's been a while since I updated. I've been putting it off for a long time. I think it's best that I update it again. So anyway, where were we? Right. So after lunch, we go to Pangandaran, right? We go to Pangandaran. It takes an additional 3 to 4 hours to go there. Unfortunately, right? Because this place is it's not remote. This place is not remote. It's well populated. And it is a tourism city. It is a pretty popular tourist destination for locals and foreigners. The biggest problem was that when it comes to directions, there was no signs directing us to said destination, because this place does not get promoted by our nation quite a lot. In fact, a lot of potential tourist destinations barely get promoted by our nation, especially if it's from the big islands, right? I don't know why, because our nations do be like that. And I've discussed this before, but it basically takes somebody like iShowSpeed, which is, iShowSpeed, to go around Indonesia to show the people that Indonesia is more than Bali for when it comes to tourist stuff. Really goes to show exactly how our nation just fails to promote itself when it comes to tourism potential. But yeah, and essentially this has caused us to get lost. Yes, it is obligatory when it comes to road trips. If you don't get lost once, you're doing it wrong. That's like a common knowledge when it comes to road trips, is that if you do not get lost, you are doing it wrong. But essentially, we got lost because of Google Maps, right? Google Maps, if you know, they always give you the best, not the best, but rather they give you the fastest route. The problem is that sometimes the route it promotes goes through really small roads. It goes through small roads that are usually not meant for cars, right? Because if you know, Google Maps, they can't really tell the difference between. They cannot tell the difference between a road that's meant for cars, big roads, usually multi-lane roads, and a small road that's usually meant for like motorcycles, or at least not optimized for cars, roads that are not optimized for cars. And that's essentially what happened. That is essentially what happened. That is essentially what happened. So yeah, that is essentially what happened. What happened is that is basically what happened. So we got lost because of that. So Google Maps basically screwed us over. Like, again, it's not a road trip if either you get lost by yourself or Google Maps, screwing you over actively. And that is essentially what happened. And essentially, that is what happened. And that is essentially what happened. And that is what happened. So we got lost. And we had to turn around. And we had to turn around. And we lost quite a bit of time. We lost basically around 2 hours. So we lost around 2 hours of time getting lost and having to go back around. And it's only until we finally get back around that we finally got back around. We finally made it. And we made it around what was supposed to be. We were supposed to make it at around 5 p.m. 5 to 6 p.m. We only made it at around 8 to 9 p.m. So yes, we are very late. We arrived very late. So when we arrived, it was dark, right? Because this is a beach. Now, it's not completely dark. It's not completely dark to the point where you can't see anything, because there is lights, because the place has hotels and homestays and a lot of place for you to experience sound. There's a lot of resorts, there's a lot of hotels, so it's well lit. The streets are well lit, but the beach, that was dark. The beach was dark, like real dark. The beach was dark. Really, really dark, like to the point where you can't see. You can only hear the waves. You can really only hear the waves, and that's it. You can't even see what's in front of you. It was that dark. Like, the beach has no lighting. The beach essentially has no lighting. So it was the beach has no lighting whatsoever, so it was dark. Like, the only light source were the street lights, like showing the streets, the various eating places, the staying places, like the hotels and stuff. Those were the only source of light in that place. The beach was completely dark. The beach was completely dark. You cannot see anything in front of you. Like, you can only hear the waves of the beach. So yeah. So yeah, that is what it is. That is essentially what it is. So it was really dark. It was really dark. It was really dark, and it was really dark. So yeah, that is why. So when we got there, it's not very late. It's not very late, it's just extremely dark that you cannot go to the beach at night. So we simply just got dinner. And originally, there was a place over by it. It was a really well-known place. And this was not it, right? So this is not it. There's a well-known place, a well-known seafood place. Like, it's very famous over in that part. That part, and we tried going there originally. We actually tried eating there originally on the first night. Unfortunately, that didn't happen because the preparation time is long, right? They basically cook everything fresh. They cook everything like super fresh. Like there was no like leftovers or anything. Like you order it, they cook it right there, and it takes forever. So around 1 or 2 hours of preparation time before you get your food. Now obviously we just got off the car. We didn't even unpack yet, so we were very hungry. So instead, we went to another place to eat, and thankfully though, it's equally as good. So this is the first day's dinner is right here. The first day dinner is right here. So this is the first day dinner. This is the first day dinner right here, and as you can see, it's essentially very good. So we had some shrimp, or prawns in this case. It's way too big to be called a shrimp, so this is a prawn. So we got a few prawns here, and I got myself some fried rice, because fried rice, really good, one of my favorites. One of my favorites is, of course, nasi goreng, fried rice, one of my favorite dishes to eat over here. So I got mine, I ate also a bit of the prawn, and essentially that's it. For the first day, we really just ate dinner, then go to our hotel, we unpack, and then we just slept. That's all we did. Like because again, it was dark. We cannot see the beach. It is completely dark. We cannot see the beach. It is completely dark. So we had to unfortunately had to just eat dinner, unpack our bags, settle in our hotel, and just sleep. And obviously we need the rest because we've been on the road for around 14 hours. Mind you, we've been on the road for like 14 hours, so we needed the rest desperately. So we've really just been doing that for the first day. So the first day is really just going onto the road, and then that's it. Going onto the road, just going there for 14 hours, get rest, eat some dinner, and then that's it. We went home. And then obviously go to our hotel, eat, and then sleep. And that's pretty much, that wraps up the first day of our road trip. Literally just being on the road, getting here at night. Alright, so now we tackle the second day. Now the second day is where things get interesting. Because we actually went to the beach. Because we know you actually went to the beach. You get to see what the famous beach is. And here it is. Look at that. So this is what the beach looks like. Here. So it is basically just brown sand. The sand was brown. It was brown. The water is actually pretty okay. The water is actually really good. The water is actually like really good. Like it's like bluish color. It's like a bluish color. And there wasn't a lot of sun. Admittedly, there wasn't a lot of sun. We went in and the weather was cloudy. Mostly the weather was cloudy. It was cloudy during most days. So this is kind of what you see for like the days I went over here. This is what you see. So it wasn't incredibly sunny. So it's really hard to get like sunrise and sunset like view because it was really cloudy. Like it's really cloudy like this. It did rain, but it didn't rain too much. Like when we went to the beach, it was completely not raining. It's not raining, it's just cloudy like this. So it's very hard to get like sunrise and sunset views because it was cloudy when we got there. And but it still didn't ruin our day. It did not ruin our day at all. It did not ruin our day at all. It did not ruin our day at all. It was a wonderful time. It was still a very good, wonderful time. I actually got a bit of the beach pictures here. So we go over here. So we go over here. You can see. Yeah, there you can see the sand. As you can see, the sand is like this brownish color here. So the sand is like this brownish color here, as you can see. And yes, those are my feetsies. So yes, I'm showing you my feet for free. Enjoy while you can. Because this is probably the only time I take a picture of it. But yes, this is what the sand looks like. It's like a brownish color. It wasn't too dry and it wasn't too wet either. Like it's not moist. I mean, it is moist sand. It is moist sand, but it is not that moist that it's like have a muddy texture to it. It's actually good sand. Like it's actually pretty good sand. Like it feels good to step on. It's good sand. So it's like this brownish color, and the water here, as you can see, is bit of a bluish color. It's not blue like you would see in somewhere like Bali. Whoa, they got pristine waters, but it is pretty good. And again, the weather was cloudy. It didn't rain when we were on the beach, but it was pretty cloudy, so no stunning sunrise or sunset views, right? And also, I got myself this pic. So if you remember, back in Komifuro, I bought this. Oh, oops. I bought this thumbnail keyring. Now, what's funny was that I didn't know this was meant to be transparent. I mean, I've seen people take pictures with this thumbnail keyring. I did not know that it had a protective plastic layer. So I took a picture not knowing about that. It's really only after I took this picture that I realized there is a protective layer of plastic on both sides. So I was wondering why I see a lot of people have like transparent version of this. Maybe the person printed didn't have a transparent version, so it's like slightly translucent, the translucent version. But apparently it turns out this thing has a protective plastic. So I literally peeled it off. Now the other pictures that I took with this thumbnail keyring, I did take off the protective layer. So it's only really in this one that I forgot to take off the protective layer that it has this translucent effect instead of completely transparent as it should be, because I didn't know there was a protective plastic cover when I stuck this onto my backpack. So yeah. So this is the picture with the translucent version, the one with I didn't remove the protective layer, so that's it. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's it. So that's essentially what happened. I didn't know there was a protective plastic layer, so I took a picture of this. I thought this was normal. Turns out no, you're supposed to take off the protective layer before that. So yeah, apparently I have to double check all my keyrings to make sure they don't have a protective plastic layer before I put them down. So yeah, that's essentially what happened. So when I took a picture of this was supposed to be completely transparent. I just didn't know there was a protective plastic layer. So yeah, so this is basically just us in the morning, just going down the beach, taking some pictures, and just taking a look at a lot of stuff. So if we take a look at the other pictures here. So I do have many more pictures, right? I do have many more pictures. Here. So many more pictures. So take a look at this. Oh, oops, that's way too big. So yeah, took a lot of pictures here for our second day. Look at that. This is the beach that we went to. Just look at that. Like, you don't see that every day, you know. You do not see that every day. That is just, man, I forgot. This is the quality that I got this picture from. This guy, dang, I should take out photography. Oh, not again. Oh, not again. Not again. Right, I'm very paranoid now that my OBS has been disconnecting a lot lately. I believe that's probably gonna be caused by me not updating OBS for a long time. So you know what, after this stream I'm updating. After this stream I am definitely updating, because I think that's kind of the reason why this is happening. Alright, where were we? Sorry. Had to grab something. Yeah, sorry, had to grab something. But anyway, as I was saying, so if you take a look at this beach, this is what we saw in the morning. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Like there might not be any visible sunrise because it's cloudy, but just that. You don't see this every day. You truly don't. You do not see this every day. You truly don't. You truly do not see this every day. So yeah, it was a breath of fresh air for basically the entire family. Like me, my family. This was a breath of fresh air for us, really, because again, we do not see this every day, right? We don't. Like we do not see this every day, right? We do not just see this everywhere. You don't see this, so yeah, it's a breath of fresh air for the entire family. Just seeing sights like this again, just absolutely gorgeous, you know, just absolutely gorgeous. Those, man, just one day after the trip, and I already miss going here. It is again a complete breath of fresh air. It is a complete breath of fresh air just to see sights like this again. Dang. So yeah, that was the thing. So if you're wondering what the place is called, I do have a picture of the name here. I do have a picture of the name right here. You talking, handsome? Hey Zuya, hello. Hello, how you doing? So yes. Hello, how you doing, Zuya? I saw you going live a minute ago. We went live at the same time. But yes, this is my road trip. So this is what's it called. So the place on the beach is called Batu Karas. If you can see it right here, it says right there. So yeah, you can see it right there. So the beach is called Batu Karas, right? That's the name of the beach that we went to. And yeah, so I took this picture early in the morning. This is before the place gets crowded. Like I'm gonna tell you, this place gets crowded after afternoon. In the afternoon, this place gets absolutely populated. Like everyone comes out in the afternoon. In the morning, not so much. Even in the morning, it was already pretty crowded. It wasn't as crowded as in the afternoon, but it wasn't as crowded as the afternoon, but it was relatively crowded. It is relatively crowded already, but in the afternoon, whoa, the beach is super populated in the afternoon. So yeah, in the afternoon, the beach is like super populated. That's how it is really. So yes, so the beach is called Batu Karas. So yeah, so we went around. Basically, we just went around the beach. We sit around, enjoying the sand, enjoying the water, just enjoying the atmosphere. Because again, I haven't been to a beach in such a long time. Like just despite being a beach boy VTuber, I hardly go to beaches because real life, unfortunately, makes me busy. It makes busy that we barely have any time to visit any beaches, right? So me finally being lore accurate to my VTuber character, that's a breath of fresh air. I'm finally lore accurate. I did make this joke over on Twitter and Blue Sky, but yes, I am finally lore accurate. I'm finally lore accurate. For like 3 days, I am lore accurate. But yeah. But honestly, the beach is called Batu Karas. So we went here, we just enjoyed the beach throughout the morning from like 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. I guess 8 or 9 a.m. We just went around, just do our thing. Just walk around, sit around, enjoying the sand, the ocean breeze, the ocean itself. Pristine. Seriously though, y'all should get out more. It's great. So then we had breakfast at the hotel. So our hotel does come with breakfast. I don't have a picture of our breakfast food, but after breakfast, we went to a special place, a cafe. We went to a cafe We went to a cafe, and the cafe is near a paddy field. It was near a rice field like this. So this is the view from the cafe. This is the view from the cafe. You just see this beautiful, pristine rice fields. You just see this. It's great. You ever been to rural Indonesia? You ever been to rural Indonesia? This is what you see, right? This is what you see in rural Indonesia. In rural Indonesia, this is what you see. It is gorgeous. It is just the atmosphere of it. It's just really good. It's just really good. Like you see this is from the cafe that we went, and in the cafe I had this hot chocolate. So this is chocolate. I'm not a coffee person. You should know this. I'm not exactly a coffee person. So every time we go to cafes, I usually order non-coffee drinks. In this case, this was a hot cup of cocoa. Hot cup of cocoa. It's very good, honestly. Like whoever made this cocoa is really good. It's really good. So yeah, it's a good cocoa. So I had hot cocoa for the morning, fresh right there. I love this hot cocoa, and not to mention again, if you look at the view that we get from the cafe being this. So yeah. Being, you know, this here, like you would absolutely love it. Like again, they know that place. Like I told you, this place Batu Karas is underrated in terms of tourism, because it's a great place. Like there's a lot of foreigners in here, which means it's usually a good place for you to just hang, you know, It is a good place for you to just hang, you know? It's great. It is a great place for it to hang. You just get this beautiful paddy slash rice field. Beautiful paddy slash rice field. My beautiful paddy slash rice field. Hang on, wait. Hang on, wait. I'm transferring something a bit. So yeah, transferring a photo from my phone, so I forgot to put in one more, which you will see later, but yeah, this is pretty much exactly. So I had hot cocoa paired with this rice field view. Definitely top tier. I highly recommend it. Again, this is why you have to go here. It's a great place. If you've ever been on vacation, go to Batu Karas and Pangandaran. Great place if you're in Indonesia. It's an underrated tourist spot. And it's great. It's genuinely really great. So, anyway. So anyway, as I was saying, so after we had this coffee, hello. Okay. Alright, are we good now? Right, OBS, I'm gonna need you to stop dying on me for 5 minutes. I'm gonna need you to stop dying on me, please. as I have got, you know, important things to discuss. Hilda, hello Hilda. Hilda Eisen, I have no idea how to pronounce that. No idea how to pronounce that, but hello Hilda, hello, welcome. You are just in time. So, where were we? So, we went to this beach called Madasari. So the way you read this is Madasari. That's how you read this. So we went to this beach. This is the neighboring beach. This isn't like in a different part. This is practically still the same area, but on a different beach called Madasari. Now this beach is not meant for swimming, right? Compared to Batu Kasar, this is not meant for swimming because this beach is mostly coral. Because if I were to show you right here, so if I were to show you what the beach looks like, it looks like this. So it looks like this here. Hello, as this, no idea. So this is what it looks like. So instead of sand, so this is what the Madasari beach looks like. So if I were to pull up Madasari here, so this is what it looks like. So this is Madasari beach. This is what it looks like. So it's basically a beach that's coral. So I have no idea how to pronounce that. Hello, but anyway, hello, hi, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. So now we are, where were we? Right, of course. So this is Madasari beach. And this beach is essentially a coral beach. So if you notice here, that's not sand. So if you notice at the very bottom here, that is not sand. That is coral, rocks. So this beach is not meant for swimming. It's basically a beach that gives you a view of like the rocky outpost. So if you can see there's like a rocky center here, this is what the beach is meant to be. We're back. Alright, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, are we back? Are we back yet? Oh my god. We back yet? I am very upset. What is going on with my OBS? OBS has been doing that for the past few things. I think, well, I've been putting off updating it for a long time. I think that's probably the cause, so... Yo, hey guys! Hey Azil! I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. But yes, hello, we are back. But yes, we're back. Alright. Hang on, are we back yet? Okay, we are back. I'm just not really thinking. Okay, so we are back. I think. I don't know. My OBS has been scuffed lately for the past few days. I think that's probably a sign I should update it. So I will, after this stream, I'm updating it. You know what? I'm not risking it again. But yeah, I will update it after this stream. Because I don't want it. I'm not sure it is caused by scuff or something, but yeah. It's been scuffy since last week, so no idea what's causing that. Probably because I've been putting off updating it for a long time. Most likely is. But anyway, we're back to the discussion. Right, so if you know, the earlier picture... Wait, if I can grab it. Hang on. If I can grab it. So the earlier picture of this picture here is like this. So this is before I took off the protective plastic. This is after I take off the protective plastic. So yeah, so now it is completely transparent. It's a bit blurry, but at least it is transparent. So I did fix taking pictures with this keyring. So yeah, so this is the Madasari beach, as you know. This is Madasari beach, and the beach looks like basically a rocky thing. So it's not a sandy beach. And this is what it looks like in the thing. So this is on the way. So if I take a look at here, this is on the way to Madasari. So we're going on the road between Batu Karas and Madasari, and we got this amazing view. Like we had to go through. Not again. Wait, are you for real? Never mind, I see it. Okay, yeah, it's a bit scuffed. I don't know why. I'm not sure if that's my internet or my OBS. Not sure if that's my internet or my OBS that's been acting funny lately, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's either of those two. Or both. I wouldn't exactly be surprised. But anyway, as I was saying, hey George, how you doing? Samping rumahku. Oh really? Right next to your house, huh? So I could have been right next to your house. You wouldn't even tell that I've been right next to your house. But yeah, but this is the view. So we had to take a road that goes through the mountains. It's not through the mountains, but rather it's like a mountainous road. Oh, that's a good view. Yes, Hilda, that is a good view. So a mountainous road, and over it we get this view. I took this picture. I wish we could have gotten a better picture, because the thing is though, right? I do not have a camera. I don't have a dedicated camera. I only have my phone. So you can really only do so much with your phone. But honestly, I think that's a reminder I should probably get a camera. I should probably invest in one, but yeah, this is the view you get. It's, again, if you see this in person, it is pristine viewing. It is pristine viewing if you see this for yourself. Again, this whole area that I went to on my road trip is really underrated in terms of tourism, especially by foreigners. So again, I recommend you visit Batu Karas if you are in Indonesia. If you're in Java, specifically Java Island, you got to visit Batu Karas at least once. It is such a good place. So yeah, this is the road on the way to Madasari. Then after that, I think that's all the pictures I've got for Sir. Izin bertanya, apakah Anda pernah ke sana? Yes, I just did. Yang bertanya, iya pernah. Nah ini kan road tripnya ke sini, ke Batu Karas. You want a picture? Again, I'll show you the place's name. So right here. So if I were to browse, this is what's it called. So here. So yeah, this is, oops. There. So this is the beach here, Madasari. And then the other one that I went to, or rather it's the same one, just a different area. Just a different area here. Is this Batu Karas. So yes, so this is where I went to for my road trip. Madasari, Batu Karas. Batu Karas. So yes, this is where I went to for my road trip, like yesterday. Not yesterday, 2 days ago. So 2 days ago I went here for 3 days, Batu Karas and Madasari. Went on a road trip for 3 days. That's essentially what happened. Anyway, back to our topic here. So this is what it looks. So yeah, that is the Madasari beach. So wait, I got more pictures. Yeah, I got more pictures. Hang on. So yeah, this is what it looks like here. So again, this is what Madasari looks like. So this is what you see. So you see a lot of these rocky outcrops here. See a lot of rocky outcrops. You see how the beach here, you see there's rocks here, so there's no sand. Karas ada makanan apa aja? Mostly seafood, but very, very good seafood. Do I have a picture of the seafood? I think I got a picture of the seafood. Wait, let me see. Do I have a picture of the seafood? Ah, I do. I forgot to do the thing. It's safe to swim there. Now this particular part, so this particular beach, Madasari Beach here, this is not safe to swim because if you can see here, that is rocks. So you cannot swim in this part of the beach. You cannot swim there. You cannot swim in this part of the beach. That's the Ooh. So yeah, that is the part here. Is that this is a rocky beach, so you cannot swim in this part of the beach. This part of the beach is prohibited to swim because there's rocks. Like there's no sand. Like the water under the water is all rocks. So you can really only stay at the edge where the water meets, but after that you can't go swimming. It is rocks. It's very dangerous. So yeah. Okay, so after we visited that beach, we went back and then we had lunch. we had lunch. I had lunch. I think it was oh yeah, it was chicken. It was fried chicken for lunch. So that's what we had. I didn't take a picture of it because it's not really that impressive, to be honest. It's not really that impressive, to be honest. So I didn't take a picture of my lunch, but after we had lunch, we went on a boat ride. So there's this boat ride here. So there is a boat ride. Hang on. Sana gratis? Yeah. No. Yeah, to park you pay. Kayaknya 10,000. Yeah, 10,000. So yeah. So it's 10,000. It's 10,000 to park a car. It's 5,000 to park a motorcycle. Or is it 15,000? I forgot. But it's not really free. You have to pay for parking. But after that, after I went to the beach, we went back, we had lunch, and then we went on a boat ride. So to get to the boat ride, we had to ride a truck. And this is me in the back of the truck, just going to the thing. Just going to this place. We had to go by truck. But after we went to the truck, we got on a boat. So if you want to see the boat ride, it's right here. It's right here. So this is the boat. So this is the place. So this is here. So this is the boat place. So it's pretty crowded. Emang gak panas kayak gitu. Sedikit. It's a bit hot. Sedikit panas, tapi lumayan. Cuma cepet kok sementara. It's only a little bit. It's like what? 10 minutes? 10 minutes to ride this, so it's not a problem. But this is the boat ride. So we went to this place. We went on a boat ride. So as you can see, it's very crowded. Very crowded. Lots of boats. Lots of people too. There's a lot of people that want to go. Panas lajur kan ada angin. Yep, there's wind. There's actually throughout this throughout this ride, it's actually not that hot. It's true. There's a lot of breeze. So it's actually not that hot riding this thing. So it's a very enjoyable ride, and then we get to this boat right here. Now the waiting time, thankfully, is not that long, but it was very crowded. It's very crowded. There you go. You're hotter than the weather. Thank you, Zuya. This is real appreciated. Thank you. But yeah, we went to this boat ride, and I'm gonna show you actually. I will show you the views of this boat ride. So usually it's just water. So we went here. So there. So this is what we go through. So we go through this river. We're surrounded mostly by bushes, as you can see right here. So it's bushes, mostly just bush. It's mostly just bushes here. So there you go. So this is what you're surrounded by. So when you ride the river, this is what you see. You just see a lot of green. See a lot of trees, lots of bushes around you. Here's other people on a boat. There's a lot of boats. There's a lot of boats, but this is what you see when you ride the riverboat. This is what you see. It's very beautiful. Like again, the camera does not do it justice, but if you go there by yourself in person, it's actually great. Great place to be. It is a great place to be because if I remember correctly. So yeah, so you can see. Wait. This is a good one. So when you go, this is the destination. So the destination, right? The destination is this cave. So this cave is very, very beautiful. You go there by yourself. And here's a funny story actually. There's a funny story. Wait, I think I got a really good like picture of the cave if I can remember. There. Here we go. Right. So here. There. That is what the cave looks like right here. Like, look at that. That is, again, you see this in person, you'll be blown away. I love your voice. Thank you, Kyo. Thank you, Kyo's up. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. But this is what you see. This is the end of the boat ride. You go to this place right here. And again, you have to see this in person. You really do. I mean, this picture is one of my best pictures I've ever gotten is this picture, and it is just amazing, you know. But it is just amazing. This is really great. And one of the best pictures I took over in our road trip was this. It's just look at that. Like, you have to be in person to witness that yourself, and just the beauty of it, you know, just it's really great. And there is a funny story attached to this, by the way, because during this ride I lost my selfie stick. Like, I went to this rock, right? So the story is that I went to this rock and it was very slippery, so I had to hold on, and the selfie stick fell out of my pocket. Like, my phone was in my backpack, so when I climbed onto this rock here, the rock here that you can see the people on, I put my phone in my backpack, but I put my selfie stick in my pocket, and when I did this, it fell out of my pocket and it fell into the water. So I lost my selfie stick when I went to this place. It's now just at the bottom of the river, just sitting there. It's bottom of the river. But yeah, man, this picture is just beautiful, man. So good. As long as it's not your phone, though. It's true. It was really close. But yeah, I lost my selfie stick. Now just at the bottom of the river, but still, though, just look at this pic, man. It's just absolutely just gorgeous, you know. Comes to this pic, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I can ever take a better picture than this. This is just, it's out of this world, man. Like, again, you gotta at least try this once. Kamu ternyata suka alam, ya? Yeah, yes, yeah, I do. I love nature. I mean, if you get to see that every day, you know, why don't you love it? But yeah, man, it is. I just love it, you know. You have to experience this at least once in your life. Just seeing sights like that, it's just amazing. Anyway, after this boat ride, after losing my selfie stick, we went back to the beach, actually, and we went for a little swim. We actually went for a little swim. Itu di Swiss bagian mana? This is not Swiss. This is not Swiss. This is here. This is here. This is here. Anyway, so we went back to the hotel. We took a break, and we took a break. You dumb, George. Yeah, you dumb. This ain't Swiss. This is here. Anyway, so after that, we went back to the beach, the other beach. So we went back to the beach in Batu Kasar, and we went for a dip. I actually went for a swim in Batu Kasar. This beach right here. Which one is it again? Oh yeah, this one. Here. So I went for a swim, actually, in this one. I went for a swim in the afternoon. And it's a great time. I wish I have pictures of me swimming, but I was too busy swimming that I did not take pictures. I went for a dip in this thing, and it's great. The waves are really good. I wish I knew how to surf, though. Dang. I didn't know how to surf. I really wish I could, but man, it's a great time. It's a great time. So I went swimming in the afternoon, and then after that we had dinner. And you guys want to see the dinner I got? The dinner I got? I just saved it recently. Is it this one? Yeah, look at that. That is the best seafood dinner I have ever had. This, my friend, is the seafood dinner I have ever had. The best, I would say. And this place is well known. But really, the only problem with this place, looks so Indonesian, yeah. Another phone looks so Indonesian. Harganya berapa? I forgot. How much is this? I believe it was 200 something. Waratusan. It's 200 something, I forgot. But yes, looks so Indonesian. Yes, it is Indonesian. But yes, this is the best seafood I've ever had. And the problem with this place, so this place that I ate, this is a very well-known place in Batu Kasar, right? It's a very well-known place in Batu Kasar. And the problem with this is that the preparation time is so long. The preparation time is so long. It's like 1 to 2 hours. Must be fresh. It is fresh seafood, and that's the problem, because the preparation time is so long. It's an hour. It's 2 hours. Pasti baru potong dari masa tempat. Yes, that is correct, Zuya. Exactly like that. Exactly like that. It's 2 hours long. We had to order at 5 p.m. and the food only arrived at 7 something p.m. So we waited 2 hours for the food to be ready. But honestly though, worth it. Every single time. But honestly, worth it. It is so worth it. It's so good. Yeah, 2 hours. Exactly. 2 hours. 2 hours of preparation time. It is crazy. But it is worth it. It's worth it though. Because that is grilled fish. That's grilled fish, fried squid, and rice. Because of course, it's worth it. It is so good. It is so good. It's worth it. It's honestly one of the best seafood I've ever had. I think ever, honestly. I think ever, honestly. This is the best seafood I've ever had. And it is fantastic. I don't think any other seafood place will ever top this. What do you do 2 hours in waiting? Nothing. We just sat at our table. Like, if you have to know, this place is, because it's very well known, it's very competitive. Everyone is out to grab any empty seat. So we had to grab our seat at 5 p.m. and we just had to stay there. Like, we cannot go anywhere. We had to stay there to make sure nobody takes our seats. So we just had to sit there. We just had to sit there. I mostly play some games on my phone, but yeah, I just had to sit there with 2 hours waiting for our food to come out. But once it does come out, worth it. Worth it, I tell you. Just absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth the wait. It is so good. Best seafood I've ever had. It's hard to beat. But yeah, this was our dinner. It's just it's just honestly out of this world. Anyway, menunya apa aja? Wow, banyak. Lots of food. Ada ikan. Mostly yang the most famous itu grilled fish, ikan bakar. Ikan bakar, kepiting, lobster, udang, lots of the fish, crabs, lobster, shrimp. I originally wanted the lobster because I've never had lobster. I never had lobster, but they were out of lobster, so I had to settle with fish. The bakul is for berapa porsi, by the way? I forgot the specific portion. I think like 5, maybe. I forgot how many portions, but it's a lot actually. It's a lot for it is a lot for 3 people. It's a lot for 3 people. I think it's like 6, I think. I forgot. But yeah, again, best seafood I've ever had. Possibly ever. But yeah. And after this, we really didn't do anything. And after this, I didn't really do anything. After this, we just went back to the hotel, we just rested, and we slept. That's it. That is all we did after this dinner. We just go to the hotel, we just rested, we slept, get ready for the 3rd and final day. So for the final day, we really didn't do anything remarkable. Well, we did, but yeah, we did actually. So we went to, wait, hang on. Did I have this right? I didn't, apparently. I forgot to put the picture here. Wait, let me see. Where is it? Aha! There you are. So we went to grab some breakfast in our hotel as usual. Actually, no, we didn't grab breakfast on our hotel first. We didn't grab we didn't actually grab breakfast on our hotel first. Actually, we went to we didn't grab we went swimming in our hotel first. That's what we did. We went swimming in our hotel, and it had a pool. It's a pretty good pool, but it's pretty small though, not gonna lie. It's a pretty small pool. It's not too small, but it's definitely not the biggest pool I've been to in a hotel. So it was a pretty small pool. I didn't grab a picture of this because I was too busy swimming. And then I went for breakfast. So for breakfast I had this, if I can get it right. So here, wait, let me see. Okay, right. Okay. So here. Di sana ada koneksi internet? Yeah, oh, there is. It's not completely remote. So there is internet connection. So it's fine. Like the hotel even has Wi-Fi. So you have no problem. So we had breakfast. So here we go. So we have breakfast at the hotel, and then we grabbed some coffee. Again, we went to a cafe before we... Hold on. So after this, right? After breakfast, we packed up our stuff to get ready to go back here. That's essentially what happened. So here we grabbed some coffee. Over in here, in this place. So yeah. You really love taking photos. I do. I mean, that's how I do. Because yeah, that's how am I supposed to tell you guys about my road trip if I don't have pictures? That's why I took pictures. So yeah. So this is the cafe before we head back home. This is the cafe. Your English is quite familiar. Are you Southern Brits or American? I'm actually Indonesian. Believe it or not. Man, I just went through that entire bottle of water. It's a small bottle really, but yeah. So this is the cafe. We went to get coffee. I get cocoa because not a coffee person, so I went to grab some hot cocoa. Well, actually no, this is ice. This is iced cocoa, iced chocolate. So yeah, it's great. It tastes good. So we had one more stop. Before we head home, and that was the actual Pangandaran beach. So this is like at the end of Pangandaran. So this is Pangandaran beach, and it's pretty good. It's very sunny. So this is very sunny beach compared to the cloudy Batu Karas. This is very sunny, but there's a lot of activities. For example, if I could bloody find it. Which one is it again? I had a picture here. Wait. I had a picture here. Wait. Ah, here we go. Okay, I found it. Sana Dewi Cantik. I don't know. There's a horse though. I rode a horse though. I didn't really pay attention to the beachgoers. But there was, I guess there was, but no. Instead, I rode a horse instead. Oh my god, I love this picture of me riding a horse. So yes, I rode a horse. I wore white that day. So yes, I rode a horse on the beach. Yeah, this is so... I just realized this is hilarious, so yeah. So yes, I rode a horse. There was a horse on the beach, and it's really fitting because I bought a hat. Looks fun. Yes, it is fun. I bought a hat, right? So when I was in Batu Karas, I actually bought a hat, and the hat was... Wait, if I can show you guys this. What the hat looks like. Do I have a picture of the hat? Is he wearing batik? It's not a batik. He's become a knight. Yes, it's It's not a bad thing. It's a beach shirt. What's funny is that, you know what's funny? When I went to Batu Caras, I bought this hat. Wait, let me show you guys if I can find it. Wait, let me just take this picture of my hat. Okay. You know what's funny? When I rode this horse, it was that I wear a fitting hat for this. I wear a really fitting hat for this. So wait, let me show you guys. Let me just put my picture in this here. Okay, let me show you what my hat looks like, because this is a hat that I just bought on the beach. Wait, hang on. There it is. Okay, I got it. Okay, so I bought this hat. Wait, let me show you guys. So here. So yeah, this is the hat I bought. So imagine me wearing this hat, riding this horse. So here, I put my hat there. So yes, I bought a very fitting hat, by the way. I bought a very fitting hat here. So yeah, that's the hat I wore. So yes, I look like that with that hat on. I wear this beach shirt plus this hat. It fits so well with me riding a horse. That looks like the one in Indiana Jones. Technically not. It's wider. It has a wider rim. It has a wider rim. So yeah, it has a wider rim than it looks like. Again, sometimes the camera can't do perspective well, but the rim is wider than Indiana Jones's hat. Cute. Thank you, Zuya. But yes, this is what I wore. It's a hat, and I rode a horse with the hat. That's the most fitting image that I can think about. So yes, I rode a horse for like 15 minutes, I believe. I rode a horse for 15 minutes, just doing back and forth on the beach. I didn't ride it by myself, by the way. I had the guide with me, making sure I don't lose control of the horse. But yeah, I did ride a horse. After that, after the horse ride, I went on a little thing, if I could find it. Wait, which one is it? I better not grab the one I don't want to grab. So yeah, I grabbed this one. After the beach, after the horse ride, I went on a little ATV ride with my dad, as you can see here. So I was driving, by the way. So I was driving this thing with my dad in tow. It's a lot of fun. It's also very hot, by the way. Like, if I could show you, I got one heck of a tan for my beach trip. Like, I got one heck of a tan after I rode this thing. After I rode this thing with my dad, just riding around on the beach with an ATV. Wait, don't tell me. No, okay, OBS is still good. I cannot trust this thing now. I'm gonna need to update it later after I stream. But yes, this is me and my dad going on an ATV ride on the beach. Great fun. Great father-son moment right there. Hey, all right. So after we went to this beach, this is the final stop. After this, it was a long trip back home. As usual, it actually took. Wait. Actually, no. Yeah, it took more than. Actually, no. It took less than 14 hours this time. It took around 10 hours. So it was still a pretty long journey back home. But there was another incident. But the incident is not the thing. So there was another incident, but it's not. I mean, I guess it's almost as serious, but Huh. It's not really as serious, but it's not really as serious, but it's not really as serious, I will say, but it wasn't the result of Google Maps this time. So it was not the result of Google Maps screwing me over. So what exactly happened? So what exactly happened here? So the thing is, what exactly happened? So we had to take a thing. So wait, let me show you the picture and I will explain the context. You know, look at. Yeah, I will. Wait, which one is it again? No, that's not worse. Oh, was it this one? Oh yeah, it is that one. Okay. So here, let me show you exactly what I mean here. Oh, it's very big. Hang on. There it is. So here. So I will explain what exactly is the context of this picture here. Right? Here, let me just grab a drink. Milk, by the way. Okay, so what exactly happened with this picture? I will explain. So, on the way back from the beach from Pangandaran, after lunch to back home, right? We had to back home. Is that there was an area in the road where there's a major traffic jam, right? There's a major traffic jam, and we decided, and it was raining, by the way. So if you don't know, it was raining. It was raining quite hard, so the traffic jam was kind of long. So we had to take a detour, not a detour. We had to take a sort of alternative route through a narrow road, through a forest, through a village, right? It was raining, and it wasn't crowded. Like it wasn't a remote road. It wasn't anywhere remote. There was people living alongside the road, so we're okay. But what ended up happening was that there was this particular part of the road where it was an uphill, and the incline. Apa mana malam hari nggak? Ya, aku mau lihat. No. There's not really any nighttime photos because I was too tired to take any. Terlalu capek dan itu agak gelap jadi nggak bagus. Not good results from night photos, unfortunately. That's why I need to buy a camera. That's why I need a camera next time. Okay, back to what I was saying. Here. So basically, in this particular part of the road, this part of the road here, there was an uphill, and the uphill, because it was raining, it was slippery, and this uphill, by the way, the incline of this hill is so high. Like I'm talking almost 90 degrees high. So I'm talking almost 90 degrees high, like the incline. It was so steep. And because it was raining, the road was slippery. So we initially climbed this by ourselves, but apparently as we get closer to the top, the wheels, they lost traction. So we were spinning, and we basically had to stop in the middle of the road because we couldn't get up, right? Because the road is slippery. So we actually had to ask some locals for help. And what happened was that we were able to get up the hill, but we also had to help by pushing the thing. So we actually had to help push the car to the top. Like not all the way, but we had to push it around, say halfway. And then the driver here, so the driver is the driver is a local person. So we had to push it, and he drives up. And it may look that the thing is though, if you look at this picture, you may think it's not that dark, but no, it was that dark. Like, you may think this is not that dark, this is just like maybe in the evening. No, this was at night. This was dark. Like, the camera for some reason makes this a lot brighter than it should be, but it was dark. But it was dark. Like, you can still see. Like, it's not completely pitch black, but it is a lot darker than what you see here. So again, it was pretty spooky, pretty scary, pretty nerve-wracking. It was pretty nerve-wracking when we get to this part of the road, but so this was like around 5:30 or 6. No, 6. It was 6. I remember now. Yeah, this road was smooth, but because it's slippery, it's very, very difficult for us to get up the hill. So yeah. So what ended up happening was that we had to ask the locals for help, and they had to push the car while we drive. And yeah, it was dark. It was dark. It was darker than this was 6 p.m. This was around 6 something p.m. So it's a lot darker than it looks here. But yeah, so it was pretty spooky. Not gonna lie. So yeah, but we did it. We got off the hill. We got up the hill, and then we just continue on. And that's essentially what happened after that. We just went along. It's a long trip. We stopped for dinner. I didn't take a picture of the dinner. We stopped for dinner, and then we just go on. We just ride along until we got home at around 11:30. Not 11:30. 11:45 p.m. We arrived here. 11:45 p.m. on a Saturday. And that's the end. So I just slept. I literally just get everything ready. I just slept and I just slept. What happened was my place's Wi-Fi decided to die. Yes, it decided to die. So yeah, there was that problem. There was that problem when my house's Wi-Fi was dead. Luckily though, it wasn't anything serious. The next day we just got them to reboot and it worked. Just get them to reboot and it worked again. But yeah, it was pretty funny that we get home from a long trip, Wi-Fi was not working. Ay. But after that, it's done. That's it. That is the end of Aliveus Dukes' road trip. That is the end of Aliveus Dukes' road trip in the holiday season. It's fun, not gonna lie, it's a great change of pace. So yeah, it is done, really. What else can I say? That is the end of Aliveus Duke's road trip. Go DM. Not again. Not again. Okay, we good. I thought my OBS died again. No. OBS did not die again, but yeah. Whew. That is the end of my road trip. That's it. That's the end. I went home, and what did I do yesterday? So on Sunday, I didn't... Okay. Are we back yet? Are we alive? Are we alive? Okay, we are alive. Right, we're back alive. Okay, OBS as usual. OBS as usual. Why must you betray me like this? I will update. I swear, I will update OBS after this stream. I will update it. I will update OBS after this stream. I promise. So yeah. Are we back? We back? Are we alive? Are we alive? Okay, we are alive. So yeah, that's probably a sign I should probably end this tonight's stream. Because I don't know if that's OBS or my internet that's doing that, but really I should probably end things pretty soon, because I think OBS needs an update. So I will update you after the stream. Just relax. I will update you. After the stream, OBS. Do not worry. Hey, hello Zuya. But yeah, I'm back. I'm alive again. Hopefully I will not be dead again. But I think for tonight, that should be the end of my road trip. The end of my road trip recounting. So thank you guys for joining my yapping stream tonight. Really appreciate it. I really appreciate it, but I think I should probably end it soon, because I don't know if that's my internet or OBS that's doing that. But yeah, I think I should probably end it soon. There's not really much to talk about. I mean, I went on the last day after that incident, I just went home and slept. That's all I did. But yeah, anyway, I think that's all for tonight. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, please give it a like. Feel free to subscribe as well. Your support is always much appreciated. Follow my Twitter. That's where follow my Twitter and Blue Sky. That's where I update my stuff outside of live streaming. Feel free to join my Discord. The link is all in the description down below. If you want to monetarily support this channel, you can do so right here in this link. Also available in the description if you want to, but you don't have to do that. It is completely optional. If you don't feel like doing that, then that's okay. But other than that, I think we're just going to end it here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you lovely beach pals next time. Bye bye.